All right. So, back touching on this whole Anthony Metcalf thing. I really wish that the parents would stop taking L's on behalf of their son. Like, it's getting bad. Especially if they know that there's a large portion of the country that's out for blood for this young man. Like, people are completely ignoring and evading all wrong on the opposite side of the equation because they're so angry at him. Don't get me wrong, like, he made some very, very fatal errors in the whole thing. Like, he shouldn't have had a knife. He shouldn't have stabbed the kid. If he was more mature, walking away would have been a better option. Or even if he was looking to get out of the rain, he could have said something in advance. He didn't do any of those things. So it's definitely some fault on his side. Other side had their faults too. Didn't need to put hands on him. Didn't need to feel like they owned anything. Didn't need to try to play security guards. Whatever. What I'm tripping on is they had his press conference. They put the other father's dad out. And I knew then, I'm like, this is not going to go well. I can tell they're trying to run this whole chess match to set up for the trial of the way that they want to try to run it. And when I saw this, I immediately said, okay, the best thing they can do from here is to say, see, if you want somebody to leave, what you do is ask the authorities and you let them handle it. You let the proper authorities handle it. Whereas the Metcalf dad, he had, if he would have did it wrong, then if he would have had a fit or protested, then they could have been like, see, it's reasonable if somebody asks you to leave or you have every right to be, for you to be upset about it. He didn't do that. He just peacefully left. So then that gives him the ability to say, see how easy it is to just leave if somebody asks you to. And when I saw it, I said to myself, they better hope that he doesn't come out and say, all I wanted was a conversation for us to find resolution as two grieving families. And sure enough, headline comes out a couple days later, Metcalf father says his only goal or mission or whatever it was, how they worded it, was to pray with the family. Listen, I knew Karmelo was screwed from the jump, because the first thing they're gonna say is, but he had a knife at a school event. Now they're gonna keep saying, but you don't bring a knife to school. They not gonna point out the fact that it was an after school event where he had left and went home and it was adults there who didn't even go to school. So that kind of changes the dynamics of everything. They're not gonna say that part. They're not gonna say the part of it's a public place and a public event where all these multiple schools were invited to. All they gonna say is he was under the other school's tent, and they framing it as that tent designated somehow private property to the school, and therefore Metcalf got to play bouncer that day. And because he was playing bouncer that day, I had somebody tell me, you have every right to physically remove somebody who's trespassing. Alright, bruh. Like, it sucks. It sucks for the young man to take a prison sentence like this at 17. They keep trying to lump him up against Kyle Rittenhouse, which there's really no comparison, but even that sucks, because the same thing was with Kyle Rittenhouse. Like, I had to directly ask somebody, what would you rather he had done? Like, you getting attacked by 3 people swinging a skateboard at you, what you supposed to do? Especially when, and again, I'm gonna cut it at this, but this is the other thing when you find out who people operate out of emotion and ignorance and not knowledge. One of the first things they tell you when you have a firearm is you don't fight, because the person can take your firearm and use it on you. You're supposed to use it if you have it. That's like one of the main rules. And of course, people are going to say, but he wasn't supposed to. Again, it was funny then, and it's funny now how many people make these irrational, emotional arguments. But it sucks because that boy is screwed. He just is. The family ain't doing him no good. They got this spokesperson that can't speak properly, and they just ain't helping him. It's gonna suck for him. Prayers go out to anybody involved, everybody involved. The loss of life is never good, but on the Anthony family side, this is not gonna play out well in court. It's just not.